When he's been healthy this year, the numbers haven't been great, but that's on the offensive line and run game as well. They are last in the SEC in a lot of offensive categories. Taking it out of the end zone is Nick Harvard. Very dangerous. He's got track speed, but he's brought down at the 25-yard line. And they were preseason based on their ranking, but fell all the way out from number 11, unranked this week. And Sellers setting up a screen to Faison on first down. And Faison gets the first down. He's got the talented back, Ahmad Hardy, who he highlighted in the open as the running back. And Hardy trying to find some room, knocked down at the 12-yard line by Hardy again between the tackles and hit hard at the 18 by David Busey. You mentioned Roberts. They really like him as well. Had a 63-yard touchdown run this season. And on third down, he drives the legs and picks up the first down. 3-0, but the SEC opener today as Pribula looks for some running room. Puts his head down and dives to the 28-yard line. Pribula to the air on third and short. Stewart forces him out of the pocket. And the pass is caught. And it's going to be a first down.
Great find.
Pribula throwing again. Long pass. Caught at about the 42-yard line. You'll see him move all over the field, and he's got 24 catches already from Pribula on the year. They'll run it. Roberts trying to find a cutback lane. And he's able again to muscle towards the marker.
In the second half of last week's game, so Pribula in his place.
And the offensive line that time got blown up at the point of attack. A loss of 1 on the play with Zion Young in there. Sellers wide open down the seam. First down grab for Jordan Dingle, the tight end, to the 44-yard line for a 20-yard gain.
Well, this is excellent play action. They're going to sneak Dingle out from the tight end spot. Nobody identifies him. That play action.
Ball on the Tiger 41. Sellers again off play action, in trouble. Gets outside the pocket and spun down for a sack at the 44. Nicholas Rodriguez gets to him. The initial pressure was by Young.
Young's going to come off here, but this play is going to get made by 20 Rodriguez.
Pribula to the sideline, caught by Johnson and pushed back. South Carolina stacking the box. Pribula to throw. Steps up in the pocket and takes off for the first down. Pribula past the 20 and eventually stopped at the 23. Here in the first half. Oh, huge hit, but bouncing off it is Hardy, and there he goes. Nobody forces more missed tackles than Ahmad Hardy this season. All the way down to the 37-yard line. 26-yard pickup.
Well, Sean Murphy's going to come downhill and watch the pad level of Ahmad Hardy. He's going to get low, lower the shoulder, shrug off that attempted tackle, and then find open space.
Play fake. Pribula throws deep. Oh, what a catch by Norfleet inside the 15-yard line.
The catch radius supreme here for Brett Norfleet. I love the placement by Pribula. Put it high away with your big tight end.
He is now home. Great news. And here is Coleman. They finally get it to him on a pass play, and he's inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. And he is in the backfield. Pribula sidearms it, and it's caught for a touchdown by Manning.
Manning until late. He takes one step outside, doesn't locate Joshua Manning, but Beau Pribula locates him. The Tigers on top early here in Comos.
Ran it 155 times last year, just 25 through 3 games this season. He dumps it off here to Brian Rode Jr. out in space. Fuller and Attaway are the 2 backs, and it'll be Fuller off the left edge. South Carolina's in midfield, trailing 6-0 early second quarter. Give to Attaway. He's got room and a first down.
Crowd's been great here on third down. Now the pass rush package in. Watch 19 off the edge. Darius Smith.
And a flag down. Might be a free play for Sellers. He'll take a shot. And it's pulled in. And it's a touchdown. What a throw by Sellers to Jacobs.
LaNorris Sellers from the pocket. He's got time, steps into this, a nice confident throw, plenty of air underneath the football, and just drops it in perfectly. A dime delivered to Jacobs. Wow. Big time throw.
Pribula back to work, in trouble, flushed out of the pocket, steps up, and does a great job to get positive yardage because Brownlow Dindy has been in the backfield. Went to Penn State, transferred in the middle of December during the college football playoff run for the Nittany Lions. And a huge hole for Ahmad Hardy into South Carolina territory. Boy, did he turn on the Jets. Has more yards after contact than South Carolina has rushing yards total on the year. Pribula, and diving to make the catch at the 42 is Johnson. A penalty flag is down. Missouri, SEC opener. South Carolina playing its second SEC game. Pribula hitches, and what a catch by Marquise Johnson. Oh, he somersaults as he got tackled inside the 25. That ball was behind him, and he stabbed it with his right hand.
Well, it's a mesh concept, and Johnson comes open and just stabs this thing with his...
Play action, boot. Pribula looks for Norfleet, who's open. And he lowers the shoulder, gets into a shoving match with Peyton Williams out of bounds at the 15. Second and short. Give to Hardy. Patient, waiting for a hole to open. It's not there. It closed because of Sean Murphy. There is a penalty flag down. So Meyer will try a 24-yarder. With 5 minutes to play in the half. Sellers back to throw. Pressure in his face, and he's sacked by McClellan inside the 10. Retire from the NFL, didn't you almost go into pro wrestling?
It was a conversation that was had, but I'd rather be hanging out with you up in the booth.
Well, not if you're going to pile drive me. Pribula throws a pass, and it's intercepted.
Coordinator needed. The athleticism by Gerald Kilgore, just outstanding. Eyes on the quarterbacks, gets to his drop, feels that route coming across, and he sinks, opens his hips, climbs the ladder, and gets a much-needed South Carolina interception. Great athleticism, completing the process of that pick.
Well, last week when they got blown out in the second half by Vanderbilt, they had... So Rodney Newsom is in to snap the ball. Sellers to throw, and that's a laser. First down grab at the 40-yard line by Jacobs, who caught the touchdown pass earlier. And they're inside the Missouri 40. 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. Sellers, pressure in his face. It's picked up nicely. Another strike. And a first down inside the 25-yard line again. It's Dre Jacobs, a gain of 16.
How about the seventh-year senior Faison? Watch him step up and take on this blitz.
On the rollout, Sellers throws it deep, and it's caught for a touchdown by Rowe. Second touchdown pass for LaNorris Sellers.
Good job with the route. Rowe's going to sell this, going to get his head outside, going to sell it out, and then he's going to get vertical, out and up. Watch Jalen Catalon. He's this over-the-top safety. He's looking at the inside receiver, Jacobs. He freezes. He thinks Norwood's going to continue to give ground. Norwood thinks the safety's got help over the top. Miscommunication and a wide-open Brian Rowe to give South Carolina yet another lead in this ball game. No physicality, and Coleman wins on third down.
Missouri with all of its timeouts. They're going with some tempo. Pass is pulled in. What a catch. Marquise Johnson, another great grab. He had the one-handed catch earlier on a ball thrown behind him. Pribula throwing to the sideline. Manning turns after the grab, gets the first down, and it'll be first and goal for the Tigers. Here's Hardy. Trying to get outside, can't. We'll see if South Carolina uses that last timeout to preserve some time maybe for the offense. Nope, and let the clock move.
South Carolina on the opposite end.
Ninth play of the drive. Pribula throwing. It's caught, and it's inbounds. So let's see if a timeout is taken here by Missouri. Coleman. And he knocks that one through. Sellers, pocket breaking down. Sellers steps up and takes a huge hit back at the 33-yard line from Attaway. And it's halftime. Pribula throwing the numbers, and it's caught again by Marquise Johnson, and he's got a first down. And the coaches say he's the smartest player on defense. Pribula from the pocket, now takes off being chased and pushed out of play at the 20-yard line by Fred Johnson. That'll go down as a sack and a loss of a handful.
The closing speed by Fred Johnson. Watch him just work to the outside when Pribula decides he's going to become a pitch and catch touchdown for the second on the night for LaNorris Sellers.
And Sellers fires complete and close to the first down. And Ray was inserted as a starter today because they're having some issues with Boaz Stanley in his snaps. And there's the first run for Sellers. The other times he was just sacked. Maybe 4-down territory based on where they are in the field. Sellers dropping back. There's a flag down. Sellers taking a shot, and coming back for the ball is Jacobs, and he makes the catch inside the 5-yard line.
Well, watch with the hard play action. It brings Catalan down and sets up that one-on-one on the deep post, and Sellers puts plenty of air underneath the football. I love the way Jacobs tracks this ball in the air, works back to it, the concentration.
They'll go out of the eye on first and goal. Play action. Sellers facing pressure and doesn't throw the ball away, and is sacked by Zion Young for a loss of about 15.
Play action once again. They want to move the pocket. And Zion Young, he is not fooled whatsoever. Watch him get up the field, play this block perfectly as Faison.
Facing a 4-man rush. Sellers, open receiver underneath is Nick Harbor, and he gets back to about the 12. It'll make it a shorter field goal here. And Joyce splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5 for South Carolina. Ahmad Hardy running to the right with room past the 30-yard line. Another broken tackle, and Hardy still going. Hand fighting down the sideline. Nobody can tackle this guy. Missed tackles.
Keegan Trost, and it's Brett Norfleet outside, and they're going to open up a lane on this outside zone. This is the staple of what Missouri likes to do. Trost gets to that second level, a kick out from Norfleet, and how good is Ahmad Hardy at making people miss? He's so tough to get a good shot on. Another explosive run for the Missouri running back.
See if Missouri looks to attack that position here. Instead, they'll keep it on the ground with Hardy. And this time, South Carolina gets into the ground, but still, it's 4 or 5 yards downfield. Think about it. They had Keywan Lacey last year, who's now starring at Ole Miss. He transferred. Hardy comes in from ULM and has been terrific. Another broken tackle, and finally stacked up short of the line to gain. It's going to be Roberts. And they finally get Roberts to the ground. Boy, both running backs for Missouri hard to get down. But they're in a fight here at home against South Carolina. Pribula back to pass. Has to step up and takes off. And he's got room past the 20. And then defenders come flying in.
Earlier on this possession, now you're down yet another corner. As we see Pribula go down. Now he doesn't really go into the slide.
But Swain stays out there. Still the penalty, though. Just not for targeting. And it's first and goal on the 5. Give to Hardy. And again, Hardy keeps his feet moving, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Ahmad Hardy is unstoppable tonight.
This is for the highlight reel. Dylan Stewart gets there first. He tries to get the first crack at him. Then it's a host of Gamecocks. He's got his back laying on the defenders. He rolls over, keeps the legs turning. Touchdown, Ahmad Hardy.
Sellers lobbing it, and it's caught for a first down by Jared Brown. Just his 3rd catch of the year into Missouri territory for 32 yards.
What a time.
Now facing a 1st and 15 after the penalty. From the pocket, Sellers going to take off and run. and head for the sideline. Second down and 9 for South Carolina at the 38 of Mizzou. Sellers setting up the screen, and Attaway has some room. Got the first. Carries defenders inside the 25. A 14-yard pickup. They're both big guys, but different kinds of big. Sellers a couple inches shorter than Cam Newton, and he's in trouble here, and the ball is out of his hand. They're trying to determine, did he throw the ball, did he fumble it? They're saying trying to get back into field goal range. Sellers again being chased, and now launches it, and it's caught inside the 20-yard line. It's not going to be a first down, but they might have a decision to make. Nick Harbor on the grab. And it's good. They'll go back to Ahmad Hardy, over 100 rushing yards on the night. It's taken down after a 5-yard gain. Well, it was South Carolina, Taylor, that forced the turnover in the first half that led to a touchdown. They have a 2-point lead as we start the final frame. Play action for Pribula, the Penn State transfer, throwing on the move, complete. His favorite target tonight, Marquise Johnson.
Guy that averages 8 catches a game coming into tonight.
On second and long, and they set up the screen and they get some movement as Hardy was out there blocking for Manning that time.
He is such a process-oriented, driven guy, prepared like he was a starter at Penn State. Now that he's gotten the job, he's taking it to another level.
Jamal Roberts able to break a tackle inside the 10. Roberts heading for the end zone. It's a touchdown. Missouri back in front. The advantage.
I know we've talked a lot about Ahmad Hardy, but we mentioned it. There's a 1-2 punch here. Jamal Roberts with a tough piece of running, and a look from your progressive pylon, Cam, coming right at you. The balance to stay in.
And Missouri going for 2 to try to make it a 6-point game. They fake the end around. Pribula keeps it, and he scores. 26-20 Tigers.
132 yards. Pribula tacks on 2. The Tigers up late.
They've won 10-plus games each of the last 2 years. For the first time in a decade, they've never had 3 straight of those. Pribula on the quarterback draw, and he gets a chunk run all the way out past the 30-yard line before Norwood and Kilgore converge.
We watch Connor Tollison. He's going to go here and then work up to the second level and get this key block to help spring.
And Ahmad Hardy, who's got 23 carries, back on the field. He had 25 against Kansas. Here's the quarterback, Pribula, keeping it himself, and he slides for a first down at about the 44-yard line of South Carolina.
Get that stretch going. Now watch, Stewart's going to close hard from the backside, and nobody's going to be out there on the boot. Naked boot from Pribula. Easy like Sunday morning. When you can establish the rushing attack and force that backside defender to just fly down the line of scrimmage, it really opens things up. They've been waiting on that, waiting on it. The Missouri offensive line has been a huge factor all night.
Jamal Roberts with room, busts it to the outside. Shoved out of bounds inside the 20. It's a first down for Missouri with 1:54 to go. And South Carolina trailing by 6, needing a stop.
Well, it's going to be down block, pull the backside offensive guard, and watch this lane that opens up back to the left. The counter hits perfectly, and it's once again Brett Norfleet with another key block as well. And make this interesting at the end.
Quarterback keeper, Pribula in trouble and tackled for a loss of 2 by Brian Thomas Jr. Well, they let him throw it on 3rd down and 12 or force South Carolina to use a timeout. It's an end around and no running room for Kevin Coleman. He's tackled back at the 22 by Cisse.
And this is just an outstanding play by Cisse. Keeps his outside shoulder free, stays outside Tollison, goes low, gets the legs of Coleman, and gets a very important tackle for loss.
So it's going to be about a 40-yard field goal try. We would imagine it will be. And the kick is perfect.
Good snap, good hold, and struck right down the middle.
4th best record in college football. They've got UMass next, then the Crimson Tide will come calling. October 11th. Missouri improves to 4-0, winning its SEC opener. South Carolina, after being ranked number 11 just 9 days ago, is now 2-2 and 0-2 in conference play.